And we're live. Look at us. Our faces and everything. Hello. It has been a week. And we have our lovely new victim, Vesper, back with us again. Sorry, just bouncing up and down. Oh, how are they presenting today? Amorette or Feign?
We are Amoretting today.
Amoretting today. Nice. Alright.
It's gonna be an interesting, like, gender lines, gender flopping blurred today, but Amorette is
mostly the vibe.
We'll see. Yes.
Okay.
That's the name we're going with.
Alright. I'm gonna do the intros, starting the intros again, because I'm a professional. Hi, I'm MiesterHypester. I do most of my things on the Twitch. Sometimes I exist on TikTok, and Twitter is where I yell into the void. So you're welcome to follow me on all of those things. And now I have a link tree that has links to all of the stuff, including all of the Vampire the Masquerade stuff, Endless Nights. Yay! If I do disappear midway, it's because I'm currently babysitting, and if the baby wakes, I need to disappear. But yeah, just pretend Bellona is emoing somewhere in the corner, looking emo.
Bellona is Bellonaing.
Bellona is Bellonaing somewhere. It's okay.
It's a verb now.
It is a verb. Like the Oliver holler and the Oliver salute. Good times. Dice, would you like to go?
Of course. Hello, everybody. It's your favorite Bruja. It's your favorite Bruja, Oliver, also known as Dice Nautism. You guys can follow me at Dice Nautism at most places and everything. If you guys don't know, I'm starting back up my YouTube channel. I'm going to get some videos popping up over there. There's going to be one popping up tomorrow where I talk about Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm super excited because I fucking love Baldur's Gate 3. And we also made a little challenge. If that video reaches 50 likes, I will do a Dark Urge playthrough. So if you guys want to see me torture and I've seen this shit, let me know. I'm done.
I got like 3 YouTube accounts. I'm going to get that number up there.
Oh,
bring it.
Yes. I am going to find your YouTubes and I am going to stick it up here.
Who are you shotgunning, Dice?
I'm gonna shotgun it over to Vesper since they weren't here last week.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Vesper. I use they, them pronouns, and here I'll be playing Lenore, who uses she, her pronouns. And you can find me here, or on my Instagram, which is at Casual Druid. Nicole?
Damn it. I have an actual thing to say today, so Vex can't be mad at me when I say I live under a rock. Hi, bye. I am Nicole. I am the GM. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm going to be a player in another game soon. It's starting next week, I believe, and it is going to be on Nerdsmith.
Nerdsmith is great.
They are amazing, and I don't know what the international times are, but SAST, it's going to be 3 a.m. So I'll be a little sleepy, but I'll be there.
What's
as
the
a
time?
very good person. And I'm going to shotgun it to someone else who will be there. Thanks.
Hello, I am Vex Somniari. You can find me literally everywhere at Vex Somniari. My name is weird enough that no one's taken it. So you can find me on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. That's my email. Well, one of them. That's also my Discord. You can literally find me everywhere, and I don't care. Feel free to email me if you want. I'll read it. But my pronouns are he, they, and I am playing Amorette Feign, who uses she, they pronouns when presenting feminine, he, they pronouns when presenting masculine. Today is definitely going to be a flip-flop between the genders, so they, them is always safe. I know how this goes, and neither name is going to offend them. Or me, for that matter. And I will also be in the game on Nerdsmith. It is 50s Eldritch Horror. So if you're interested in that, you can go check us out starting next week over on Nerdsmith. They are Thursdays at 6 p.m. PST. For those in the States. But yeah, that is it. And I am going to toss it over to our last but not least, always forgets to talk good about himself on our fucking Twitter, Blaine.
Homie.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Blaine. I play Thomas O'Malley. We both use he, him pronouns. You can find me on pretty much every platform at Gaming Blaine. This is pretty much all I do, other than scream in the comments about my other friends' OCs. So, catch me in the comments. Do we have any announcements?
Real quick, Blaine is going to be responding a little slow because they're actually reading captions of what we're saying. We are a little hard of hearing at the moment, but hopefully that will be fixed by next week. So I do ask for everyone's understanding and patience. Also, we do have one person who we have not done an intro yet. Hey, Vesper, you've not done your thingy yet, have you?
Yes, I have.
You have? Was I
Vesper
not
was-
here for it?
This one was after Oliver.
Oh. Wow, my brain just
Ah!
deleted that, and that's rude.
Sound good.
Anyway, I love
But no,
Vesper. Okay. Announcements. Do we have announcements?
Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Samhain to people who celebrate it.
Happy
Yeah.
Hallows. Oh, I have an announcement. There is a very loud wedding/street party happening outside. So if you happen to randomly hear music or cheering, sorry.
Also, there is a the Rugby World Cup happening today, in which South
Yes.
Africa is in the final. So, if suddenly you hear me muting and running to the window to scream, I'm just yelling at people who are overly excited. But yeah, there is a high chance that if we win, my street will explode because it's full of rugby fans.
Yeah, it's 12-6 to South Africa. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of noise shortly. I don't actually care about rugby. I'm just checking.
Dude, I got rugby and soccer mixed up, so.
I did get to chase around people and go, "Why are you wearing all black?" yesterday, which was fun. But anyway,
Dear God.
back to the game. The last episode of Trauma Ballsy. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I was just gonna add on to that I was told we went out to eat lunch today, and my sister's like, "You can wear whatever you want, just don't wear black." And I'm like, why don't wear black? And I was like, but yes.
So on the last episode of Trauma Ballsy, trauma which I was not responsible for, no matter what the players say, we had a lot of fun because our dear beloved Amorette Feign had a case of identity theft. Someone had stolen their identity, had stolen their money, and in reporting it, they had gotten blocked from all their accounts, including the business account. In order to fix this mess, they had to prove that Amorette was not in fact dead, ironic, by producing a birth certificate and statements. So the gang went to go fetch a birth certificate. After all, how difficult would it be to get a piece of paper from an orphanage? Ah, fun times.
Wow.
So, very fun times. Let's see who's doing our recap today.
I did it last week, just saying.
Random roll dice says 1, 2, and Vex, that's 3.
We are going to someone who has not done it yet. No.
Roll the dice. Would you like me
I
to
don't
move the camera to show you the dice?
I don't care what the dice says. I am refuting your dice.
All right,
Okay,
let me.
fine. I got it. I'll stop being a little piss baby.
Jesus.
So we got to this orphanage, right? And everything totally went super smoothly. Nothing bad at all happened. Which we all know is a lie. Everyone got to meet the matron, who was in charge of the orphanage back when Amorette was going.
Lovely woman.
Super sweet, super kind, very warm, and no, she was a prickly ass bitch. We hate her, she can die. And they got to see where Amorette's personality started and why she's so sweet. And we get in there, we're going to this orphanage, and it is run down to shit. There was a fire at one point, and they're not even using the entire building anymore. Now, the records room, where we need to get the documentation, is in the old wing, and so we have to go through some places to get there. We meet the, oh no, what is the job title called?
Caretaker.
Caretaker, yeah, like groundskeeper person. And he's also a bastard. Here's a hint. Everyone is a bastard. He was also an asshole.
Even the terrifying trauma baby is a bastard.
Especially the terrifying trauma baby. My brain is trying to function, I swear. We end up going down through part of the old building. We see some creepy shit. There's a drawing that Amorette did as a kid that has a nice shadow creature penciled in behind it that was not there before. We got to see some lovely shadows. We got to see the two places in that building where she was traumatized most as a child. We got to see the place where kids were literally kept in solitary confinement. We got to see the place where, content warning for all of this, though we're not going into detail, don't worry. Kids were essentially tortured as a disciplinary measure. This place sucks. They're all bastards. It's okay to hate them. We all do.
I still want to set that orphanage on fire.
We have to go back. Oh yeah, you'll find out at the end of that episode. We have to go back! Unfortunately. But, yeah, we see a creepy, like, not kid, in, the solitary room, that ends up trying to strangle Amorette. It's fine. She gets re-traumatized because the room to the door gets held shut. The door then gets pried off its hinges. It's fine. It's chill. Yeah.
But who pried it off its hinges?
A lovely shadow creature with specifically red eyes. And then, after we get through the two trauma rooms, we get to, the storage room, was it? Or was it like the library?
The library.
Right, it was the library. The storage room was later. We get to the library! Where nothing particularly interesting or enlightening happens at all. At this library.
Photographer found a photo.
Yeah, so Thomas finds a set of photos on this wall. They're all of various children. And sees one of these photos. And in a fucking heartbreaking moment that you can find on our clips, all Thomas says is Owain. And everyone has to go, no, not Owain, not your son, this person, because it was a photo of Feign as a kid. And it's at that point that Thomas does the little woody woo shit and changes Fane's hair and eye color. So Fane's hair turns the color of Thomas's. Eyes do the same thing to match what the photo looked like, because in the photo of Fane had dark brown hair and blue-green eyes. Because, fun fact, Amorette didn't always look the way she does. And we deal with that lovely little thing and then move on because it's fine and a weird coincidence. We get further in. We see some shit outside of this records room as we're getting closer to it. Bellona has an unfortunate freak out moment because Bellona thinks she sees someone from her past. And in an act of bravery, Bellona decides not to allow Amorette or anyone else to go to the records room alone, and in fact follows along. Amorette broke down a little bit when Bellona suggested leaving, but that's fine. Gets to the records room, and the records room, tearing apart this organizational system to look for this birth certificate. Amorette doesn't find shit. Thomas doesn't find shit except a hidden door that leads to a basement within a basement, which isn't weird at all. Bellona and Oliver, however, find the birth certificate, and said birth certificate has a last name that Amorette didn't know they had. The last name is O'Malley, with an E, as in Thomas O'Malley. Amorette appears to be Thomas's biological grandchild, which, when Bellona spoke, they both had a freeze frame moment, and this is yet to be addressed in game. I cannot stress this enough. We end up going into the basement within the basement because Thomas gets fixated on the thing in the basement on the altar. Can someone take over the last part for me? My brain's dying.
I will happily help, but I need to throw in one little comment. The birth certificate and paperwork which says that Amorette Feign is Thomas's grandchild who was voluntarily surrendered to the state by his son. So yay.
I was not wanted on purpose.
Wow.
Thomas, in his heightened emotional state of what the fuck is going on, opens the door wider to the stairs that lead to the basement within a basement, as our lovely players put it, into a space that is almost so big that you can't make out ceiling, walls. It's just a space of darkness with a central illuminated spot with a altar that looks like it was molded out of rock, and lying on that altar is a creature that seems to be made of materials, bits of metal, bits of broken glass and fabrics formed to be a person. And Thomas's Toreador side takes over and obsession reigns supreme. He makes his way down to inspect the figure. The others all try and follow him, only to find the groundskeeper, who has been dead for about a week when Oliver accidentally stepped on him. Bellona and Feign do not want to be here right now and are getting the oogie boogies. They managed to get Thomas away after he pulled a coin out of the creature's mouth, and it went from completely non-responsive to telling him to get Feign out of the building immediately, that Feign needed to leave, and no matter what, follow the shadow out, but don't trust it. They took this advice, they found the shadow creature, followed it out. By the way, plenty of artwork on the Vampire the Endless channel on Jack's Discord. And we had a lot of fun watching the players scrambling for their lives. At the end point, though, the creature decided it was not going to let Amorette leave, the shadow creature at least. And even though Amorette had already gotten out, with Oliver, Thomas and Bellona were still stuck and being kept in by the creature. Amorette decided that they were going to sacrifice themselves for everyone else to escape and managed to convince a very reluctant Bellona and Thomas to just go out. And then, with the cold iron buckles on her shoe, kicked that thing so hard between the tasers that she managed to discombobulate it for a moment and made a run for it.
Do you
Bellona
ever,
turned around.
just a quick question, do you ever iron kick a fey creature in the nuts so hard that you get to live? Anyway, please continue.
Once or twice. But anyway, Bellona turns around and decides, hell no, this is not how this works. We don't run away, and uses dominate on this creature to get it to back the fuck off. And our party emerges victorious from the basement of the orphanage to see Matron overlaid by an entity made of screaming faces, which thanks them, specifically Feign, for helping her capture their friend below. The friend who speaks in mimicry and constantly refers to Feign as my baby. Following this, it tells them how much it enjoyed the flavor of their fear, specifically the vintage of Bellona in her moment of terror, and wishes them well since it is after bedtime and the children do need their nightmares now. And Matron returns to the orphanage and our gang piles into the car and leaves for home. And that is where we ended last session. Now there is one more important piece of information that paperwork revealed. And that paperwork revealed that since midnight had already passed, it was Feign's birthday. So we're going to start off with everyone arriving back at the house before sunset. It is about 2 hours before sunset. For anyone who did not know, there was a rare fruit bat which has given birth in a captivity for the first time known. And, well, basically Lenore was, bye guys, I'm out, I got something to do a couple days ago. Lenore got to see the birth of a baby fruit bat. Well, not the birth, but to see and inspect everything that happened and talk to some experts in the field that shared the joy with her of this great event. And she has recently returned to the house. And she arrives in a taxi to see the car pull in with Oliver behind the wheel and our ragtagged, very emotionally strained group stumble out of the vehicle. Take it away.
Good evening. Oh, you guys look terrible. What happened?
A lot of crazy shit.
Well, let's get something to drink. Inside.
Amorette's gonna follow. Is gonna follow Lenore. And Amorette's hair and eye color are different still. And she gives like a tired little wave.
Child.
None of that came through.
Miss, you have a child? Wait, Amorette? Gently brushes your hair out of your face a little bit and just is intensely staring at your bone structure. Yes.
No.
Related? Okay. Gentle little.
Yeah.
I fucking love Lenore.
Let's go inside.
Everyone's so tired.
We all had a really bad day, so
Bellona's just gonna nod at Lenore, and then just gesture at Thomas and be like, grandfather. Gesture at Amorette. Grandchild. And then take herself to the kitchen.
Thanks, but at the same.
Vesper?
Oh.
Vesper, your audio is not coming through when it does its choppy.
Oh.
Is it not maybe doing that thing mine did that one time? Where I had to change the settings not to be automatic?
Check my settings real quick. I thought that.
You also might want to
I'll
speak
admit-
closer to whatever mic you're using, because that it might be an issue. Yes!
Here we go.
We can hear you great now.
Cool. I cannot remember what I was gonna say or do.
You are so valid. We're heading inside, and Amorette is holding up paperwork. The paperwork that they went for. And is going to go wave to Silas, sit at the dining room table, and just absolutely flop.
Silas kind of comes to you, gently lifts your head up, puts a cushion under, lets you flop down on the cushion again, and goes to prepare the cups of blood for all of you.
Bellona downs it.
Shot glasses of blood. A little bit of Tabasco for
Elegantly
luck.
just downs the wine glass of blood.
There is a special couple bottles in the house that is specifically the blood of alcoholics, and y'all get a shot of that. It's potent.
She's just holding her blood and just looking at everybody with a vague concern. Is the orphanage that bad? Should we actually burn down an orphanage?
Yes.
Because you guys, Oh.
I'll bring you next time if you would like.
If we're going again, I will definitely go with. But I'm gonna have questions about myself because there might not be an orphanage because this energy you guys have come back with is so... I want to give you all a hug, but some of you don't do hugs and that's okay, so I'm gonna stay seated.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Okay, so we went through a little bit of some crazy shit, and found out of other things.
Gathered that there's definitely been some familial findings. And besides familial findings, did you get what you needed? Was it successful?
Amorette will sit up properly, and we'll look at the documents, and we'll start flipping through and reading them. Yeah. Birth certificates here, along with other things. And we have good news, I guess. I'm 23 today.
Today?
Apparently, today is my birthday.
I drew a picture of the baby bat. Here you go.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna start crying again.
Oh,
Sorry.
I don't believe that it is your picture that is making them cry.
Lenora makes herself slightly smaller. Is
Oh,
this
God.
better?
Oh God. I don't believe it is your height either. It's more circumstantial, the trauma.
Would you like a hug?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, and she'll stand up and she'll like arms out.
Lenore goes to her knees so she can hug you properly.
Oh.
Else.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Bellona's just
Squeeze.
totally not making a face in the corner and just pouring herself another glass of red wine.
Too many fucking feelings around here.
Fuck.
Oh no, there's a particular reason why Bellona's making a face.
And once like they pull out of the hug, they're gonna head over to Thomas. And it's gonna take them a second because they just look at him silently for like a moment before handing over the documentation to him and going and sitting back down in definitely a way that's totally not super fucking awkward because they don't know how to look at him.
Oh God. All right.
He's gonna breathe deep, back in that habit of like, with no need to breathe. Well, it looks like I have a lot to talk about with everyone here. It's been a hectic 2 days. Right now, I have a little bit of work to do. I will see you all.
Thomas got a message on his phone.
Oh,
Oh.
hate that.
Oh. We do have Wayland's show tomorrow. I'm going to fire off a text to Sandy to see if she can get a birthday party set up. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I good? I can't hear myself. Okay. Tell her she can use the business card, the black card, no limit.
No limit.
We don't need to. No. I'm good. I'm fine. It's good.
Thomas.
They're reading the chat. I'm sorry.
Chat's insane right now. Bellona is gonna come right up to Thomas to get his attention.
So after he announces that Wayland's show is tomorrow, that he's going to be getting a party set up for Amorette's birthday, he's just going to sort of say his good nights or good mornings, however we want to phrase that. And he's going to head down, not to his bedroom, but down into his office, into his room. And I've got some crafting rolls to make, Nicole.
Thomas, you're being followed, just so you know.
Who's following me?
Bellona. She's trying to get your attention.
Oh, okay.
So she comes up to you and she holds her phone and teach me again how to call that number. The overseas one.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna open a text message. And then we're gonna press the green phone button.
Hmm.
And that'll call.
She does so.
And then when you want to end the call, it's the red phone button.
No, I know that. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the international ones were not different from the local ones.
Oh no, it's all good. Sandy made sure we had the international on the plan, so you can call anyone you want.
Oh, this might be the second call I've ever done. And she calls the number.
Okay. Phone rings. And you answer to a cacophony of sound.
Oh dear God.
There are a ton of voices. There is music. There is absolute bedlam on the other side of the phone. Which is weird because from where you are to where you think he is, it should be like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And the phone answers and is like, Pan's House of Orgasms and Happy Times. How can I help you?
Please don't make me hang up the phone.
TB, how are you?
Don't call me that.
All right.
Your message.
Yes?
Don't yes me.
Well, it was pretty self-explanatory.
Do you have any idea where he might be focusing on?
Okay, just give me a second. And you hear him mutter to somebody like, okay, babe, I need you out of my lap for a second. Just move.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
you hear him walking. It gets a bit more quiet. It's Pan. It gets a bit more quiet. And he's like, well, the house has been emptied out. Whole lot of shipments. I'm working on finding where the arrival point is, but it's looking either New York area he's flying in or somewhere around that side. He's coming in definitely from the East Coast. Might be Canada, might be America, but nowhere down south.
See. Now for my follow-up question, where are you?
I'm finding out where he might be landing.
No, where are you?
Stockholm.
I see.
You okay?
I'll be fine. Thank you for the update.
With the house empty, we don't know where he's gone, but he's taken everyone with him.
I did make that connection.
Well, you always were smart, Auntie B.
A little too smart. Perhaps if I wasn't, he wouldn't have.
We both know that's got nothing to do with it.
Keep yourself safe.
Always. I'm surrounded by friends. What's going to happen to me?
Would you like a list?
Depends. You going to deliver it in person?
You know,
Do I get an invitation to come back over?
You know, I have neither the inclination or the energy for that. I'm going to hang up now.
Thanks for the call. You're learning. It's impressive.
You're lucky you're not within reach. And then she hangs
I
up.
wouldn't.
She's just like, I wouldn't.
You will get a text message saying, I wouldn't say it if I was in reach.
Just she doesn't even respond. Just leaves him on red.
Eventually, Amorette, you will get Silas picking you up, carrying you down to Thomas's room, folding back the duvet and the blankets on the big tentacle bed, and placing you in.
I'm sorry, tentacle bed?
His bed is carved to look like a whole mass of tentacles as a four-poster bed. Like four giant tentacles holding up the canopy.
It is
dodgy
really
brain.
cool.
Y'all is dodgy as hell if that's where your brains went. Sis. Sis.
Nicole, look me in the face and then tell me that's not where my brain would immediately go.
That's not where your brain should have immediately gone.
It will always go there.
I will say, so as Silas makes a particular turn to go towards Thomas's room, Amorette will stop him and will kind of shake her head, and he walked away for a reason.
So will you be staying in your own room tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give him time away.
And he kind of gives you a small peck on your forehead and carries you up to your room. And still pulls down the blankets and sets you in and tucks you in.
Also,
Distinctly nothing in your room breaks when you arrive.
I'm so proud
Your
of it.
your blankets keep getting untucked around your feet though.
Oh, that is annoying. But more of a Silas problem.
Okay. I take it that y'all are going to the Betty Bye Times.
I didn't get a choice.
In the distance. Well, in the distance, the sun is rising. So Silas does end the night going around closing curtains, closing blinds, just setting the house up. And Sandy will come in and open curtains and open blinds because it's Sandy. During the course of the day, Sandy is making many, many, many phone calls. I am retconning one thing. Waylon's show is on Friday. You guys are currently on Monday the 9th, which is Amorette's birthday. Because Friday is not only Friday the 13th, but a full moon. So we're going to go with that. You look so happy, Vex. The time passes, the day passes, and trucks arrive. Very, very confused delivery guys are putting up tables in the cemetery in the open spaces. Balloons get strung up. Banners get put up. A DJ is there. A petting zoo with many, many kinds of animals, excluding bunnies, arrives. There is literally a collection of high tea that was rented and set up everywhere, as well as an entire table of snacks and cakes and dainty treats. There is another table filled with liquor and candy of the more questionable persuasion that got custom delivered by a friend of a friend. There is a crowd of Bellona stable boys and girls that have been invited along that are taking up lounging positions.
Is a certain gangster there too?
No, there is not a certain gangster there unless you invited him. You haven't given his details to Sandy and Emmerich yet.
Oh, okay.
But
that's fair.
But between them, if there is anything that Thomas you want at this party that I have not listed, it will be there because Sandy will see it done. There is a portable dance floor that has been laid out. There are outdoor fairy lights strung up with a disco ball. This party is extra plus. There is a group of 12 drag queens who are positioned to just entertain and dance and talk and mingle with the crowd. She called in all her buddies and she got them in on this. And yes, they are being paid top dollar plus tip with that black card. Okay? Sandy looks after her bitches. And all of you wake up to the thumping, bumping, grinding beats that are already filling the street. What do you do this morning? Evening.
Oliver's gonna be the cranky old man. Get out of bed, go towards the noise, and try to see where the source is coming from.
Oh, it's very obvious. The DJ has a blonde afro about yay big, is wearing a skin-tight dress, but is a flat-chested drag queen, doesn't do the fake boobs.
Okay.
And they are dancing and let's go everybody, let's get this party going. Yeah, right. Let me see you put your hands up now. Let me see you put your hands up now.
And this is like right across from us, right across from the building and stuff.
It is right next to the building.
All right, I'm just gonna make my way towards like the DJ booth.
This is a combination of like Studio 54 meets high tea with the Fae, the nice ones, not the ones you guys meet. In fucking Cemetery Addams Family birthday soiree. This blend is happening because Sandy went, you know what? Let's do all the things. All of the motherfucking things.
All right.
And you make your way to the DJ booth?
Hi, how you doing? Question. Can you
How can I help you?
can you turn down the music just a little bit? It's kind of loud.
Yeah, that would be the two giant speakers, honey.
Yeah, but I'm just
Hold on, give me a second. All right, those who just arrived. Let me see you get your butts on the dance floor. Yeah, we're gonna take it old school now. And you literally just hear this thing start thumping out some freaking 1992 Ace of Base kind of number coming on. Yeah, you were saying? I don't take requests without a tip, darling.
Well, here's a tip. Some people are still trying to fall asleep during the middle of night, so could you just like turn it down just a little bit, please?
Well, they're gonna have to get up and get a part of the party. This is what we were paid to do. This is what we're doing. We're having a celebration. And literally with that, celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate.
Oliver's doing his best not to like destroy the speaker, but he's gonna be like, all right, cool, all right, well, I tried. Just gonna slink back into the home.
Who's awake next?
The one person Oliver is scared of.
He's not scared. He just admits, like, I don't want to cause much of a scene. I'm way too tired.
I know a losing battle when I see one.
Yep.
Listen here. Stonewall didn't happen because of the gym bunnies, okay? It was the drag queens that took out those cops.
Yep, that is very true.
Okay. So, who's the next one who's awake? I'm gonna go with eeny, meeny, miny, Lenore. You see Oliver trudging back into the kitchen.
Party seems to be lively.
Yeah, it's pretty lively. Do they have to do it so early, though?
Yeah, that's a good point. Blood?
Yes, thank you. Oh, that's some good shit. All right, okay. So, what do you got planned today, Lenore?
Today I was gonna finish some sketches, but it seems like we're having a celebration, so I guess my plans have changed. I suppose at some point I might mingle. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you have fun. I'm not much of a dance kind of person. I mean, I kind of was, but that kind of went away a little bit.
I don't know any of the dancing that's currently happening. I can ballroom dance, but I don't know quite how to move my body like that. But I will go stand in I will sit in a corner. Standing draws too much attention.
Oh,
don't think standing like brings much attention and everything. Like,
When you're 2 feet taller than the rest of the crowd, yes, it does.
How
Yes,
tall
it does.
is Oliver?
he's like 6'2".
How tall is Lenore?
7 feet tall.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I
I'm
will
not
be
having a
sitting in the
gay
corner.
panic. Shh.
No,
Slim,
everyone,
pretty, tall, and knows the whole picture, and smart.
everyone else is busy
And-
doing their own thing.
And draws baby bats. I mean,
Picture in the Discord.
Yes. I mean, everyone's gonna be busy doing their own thing, so I don't think people are gonna stare at you. I think it's a place where anyone who feels different is gonna have a lot of fun. Now, I'm not much of a loud kind of person. I'm very chill, so you go
I
out there and
find-
have some fun, okay?
Thank you. I do hope you find someplace quiet to exist. Because it does vibrate the windows.
Yeah, it does. They take requests, but they don't want to turn it down. So maybe I'll go somewhere quiet.
I do hope you find.
Well, the petting zoo is further in. The petting zoo is a little bit further into the cemetery because the dance floor is a bit loud and they don't want to spook the animals.
Okay. Okay. I might go to the petting zoo. Who knows? In the middle of the night.
You see many
Why?
pets. There are little chickens. There are ducks. There's a llama. There is a donkey. There is some literally a little piglet. There's some lambs. There are distinctly no rabbits. No
Okay.
bunnies.
That's weird.
Well, I'm not quite sure I've ever even seen a llama before, so that blew very interesting. I've heard they're quite plush.
Yeah, that can be
Yeah.
kind of cute.
It is very plush and it's a very sweet llama. It like wants to nuzzle against you and it sort of chews your sleeve a little bit, but in a friendly way. Thomas, you wake up to the thumping, bumping beats.
Well, she throws a hell of a party. I'll give her that. I'll like sort of sit up, brush his hair back, swing his feet out of the coffin, and get ready for the day. He'll head down to the kitchen and grab a cup of blood.
The cup is waiting for you on the counter with all the others. There is no Silas serving because Silas and Emmerich are outside sorting things out and taking part in the festivities. You do see Ula bustle past you, hey boss, and then out the door into the crowd. Ula is in full drag, and for Ula that still means beard, that still means a lot of piercings, tattoos, but extreme makeup, extreme hair. Ula is a very much a freak kind of drag queen. Many piercings. Okay, so Amorette, wakey wakey. You hear thumping, bumping beats.
Just take a second to just lay in bed. Just. What in the hell? And she'll get out of bed and she's like, okay, it sounds like something's going on. Okay. And so she specifically picks out an outfit that she'll be seen in public in case something is going on. Because she has her private fancy outfits and then she has her public fancy outfits. They're very different.
So one nice thing is that as you get up, your hand bumps something on the bed. There is a necklace lying next to your hand that you haven't seen in like 5 months. You had no idea what happened to it. It disappeared one day, and it's back in your hand.
Here looks at the necklace. Looks up. I knew you were nice. And then
A little statue you have falls over and shatters.
you can't hide it anymore. And she'll put on the necklace. I've seen the nice bits, now you can't escape. And we'll match her going out outfit to the necklace. Because god damn it, if it's gonna do something nice for her, she is going to take full advantage of that.
Outside you just hear, push me, and then don't touch me till I can get my
God.
satisfaction.
Who has control? Who has control over the playlist? Pan? Like, jeez. Was that Pan's birthday gift? The playlist for the party?
God.
Listen, it's Pan. If he's sending you a birthday kit, odds are it's a double-ended dildo.
God.
No, it's probably better that he doesn't.
Yep. It's not information that Bellona
Actually-
shares. It's
actually-
fine.
Actually, for Amorette, if Pan sends a birthday present for Amorette, it's going to be a BDSM-style Lolita dress.
What?
There are so
Yes.
many people that are going to hate him.
So many.
So many people. Also, in the Discord, I put the image of the dress that Amorette has chosen to match the necklace with.
Gorgeous.
And once she is absolutely dressed to the nines, and like hair done up in all of its glory and everything, she's gonna go downstairs to figure out what in the ever-loving fuck is actually happening.
There seems to be a lot of people outside. You see a lot of drag queens. There's a petting zoo. There's food. There's snacks. There's Ula is serving drinks out, and there is a very suspiciously dark cooler box that is being avoided by most of the people at the party. That Ula has, and it's a fun, loud vibe. You walked in, or you walk down the steps, and you literally start hearing, I just can't get you out of my head, boy, there's no...
It's gonna be the slow, cautious walk of I don't know what's happening. This seems fun, I think. I just don't understand. And she'll like make her way to the kitchen.
There is a cake. When I say cake, I mean there is a cake. This thing is one of those realistic cakes. It looks a little bit like, how do I put this? It is a very delicate looking figure in this elaborate dress. Looks very, very much like you. And it literally has writing on the base of where it's sitting going, "Happy birthday, Amorette Feign."
Just stare at it for a second. And then look back up. Look back down. Look up. Because she's trying not to cry. And she has makeup on.
Oh.
And she is not ruining that before anything else. It is not happening. And so she's doing that upward stare you do when you're trying not to ruin your eyeliner. And so she's walking into the kitchen like that. Just like, I cannot ruin this yet.
Please tell me I'm not the only one with that specific TikTok audio playing in my head. Like,
Oh my,
this eyeliner costs $50.
like trying to find anyone that she knows. She's looking for someone who's not a drag queen she has not yet met. Not that she is not looking forward to meeting these drag queens. But
Oh,
no
Nicole,
audio.
there's no audio.
In the distance, there is a head that towers over all the other heads.
Whose head? Whose head am I finding?
It's a very, very tall female head. Dark hair. I believe we have just won the World Cup. Because my neighbors are going nuts.
Yep.
Very tall, dark hair. I believe we have
just
just
won
won
the World Cup.
the World Cup.
I'm so glad it is not picking up the noise. You guys can't hear that, right?
No.
Okay, cool, because people in this fucking place has apparently vuvuzelas. So I'm so glad it is not being picked up by this mic.
Oh, God, vuvuzelas. I'm so glad they weren't selling vuvuzelas this year. But yeah, so moving back to the game, there is a very definite Lenore in the distance. And when you look at her, you see that next to her is Oliver. You haven't spotted Thomas yet.
That's fine. I am going after the people who I have seen that I do know. Oh, hi. Good
Hey,
evening.
how you doing?
Good, I think. What is happening?
There's a party going on. I asked the DJ if they could like tone it down, and they said no. So it took everything in my power not to like bust the speakers. So I'm being very nice.
I'm very proud of you for that,
Ooh.
actually. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You know, if they take requests, we could always just start requesting lullabies. If they won't turn it down, we have other options.
Very
You really
true.
think they're gonna let us play lullabies for everybody here?
I mean,
Amorette is the birthday.
my name's on a cake. I think. I mean, it's not asking them to turn it down. We're technically following all of their rules.
Okay.
And Emirette's gonna take both of their hands and is going to head over to the DJ booth to enact this plan.
So you get to the DJ booth, and it takes a bit of a jump to get their attention. They're like, lean over, they're like, yeah, how can I help you? One second. Okay, party people, let me hear you make some noise. And it comes back, yeah,
Hi. Do you take requests?
we do.
Perfect.
For, a tip.
Of course. That makes sense. And she's gonna look to Lenore and look to Oliver. Any lullaby requests? My brain went, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is a classic, but we have other options.
I have so many, but I'm not there. Damn it.
Rockabye baby.
I don't know any lullabies.
Well, we'll fix that tonight. And Amorette is going to hand over some of a tip. And is going to essentially put in a cue list of all of the lullabies that she can name. And she tips well. I need to be very clear.
I get you. The DJ kind of looks at the list for a second, like, well, that's going to be a little challenge. Oh, but for this, I can make it work, honey. I can make it work. And takes the tip and sticks it down the non-cleavage, and then puts the headphones on. And then you see him bend over, and she picks up this pile. of records. And she puts them on the turntable, switches it on, hooks up a few things, and within seconds, a lullaby starts playing. And it's this very soft, gentle lullaby and good night. And the next thing that he's like, I got this, I got you, I know what you want. They're like, lullaby, 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 good night, let's have a good night. And starts remixing the lullabies and adding
Nice.
some bass to make it into a
Nice.
dance song.
Nice. She's like, and she, Amorette's perfectly satisfied with this arrangement.
And the
didn't
DJ
work out as
starts
planned.
mixing the lullabies with other beats to create dance songs.
Ah, so this is a lullaby. Very moving.
Oliver's not
Vaguely.
amused. He's just looking at them, just like,
Gonna take Lenore in Oliver's hands again. Back to away from here. Trying to keep Oliver from needing to break things.
Bellona, wakey wakey.
She's been awake. She just hasn't left her room. I don't think anyone can sleep through that cacophony of noise.
Technically, you weren't sleeping, you were dead.
Okay, yes. But the thing is, she will wake up immediately. It's just she doesn't leave her room instantly. And because today is a special day, she has spent extra time on her appearance, which she shares with Amorette. So, you know, she and, you know, all her favorite casual gowns have all been ruined in some way or another the last couple of days. So she digs deep into her cupboard and it's this beautiful bejeweled gown. It's off shoulders with these little sleeves that fall off to the side. And instead of her usual navy blue, it's this dark purple that comes in at the waist and then falls out in like sheets, like waterfalls of like sheer fabric. And beneath that is the sort of ombre dark blue to light blue skirt. And this is all beautifully bejeweled from waist up. She looks like a walking jewelry piece. And for the first time, she has her hair up. So she has her hair up, and her hair is also bejeweled. And she has her pretty makeup on. And she doesn't walk into the cemetery so much as descends into it. Just kind of like, what is happening? Just like, she walks with a purpose as to like, to find the source of the noise. And then
That would be the DJ booth.
that would be the DJ booth. But then she'll also get very distracted by a real life cake of Amorette. and will probably stand there for a little bit, just taking it in and trying to process this really overly realistic Amorette cake and the realization of, we're not actually going to eat Amorette, are we? Like, she's like, no, that's a cake, but that's Amorette. Thankfully we don't eat cake, right? What? Okay. And then going to see everyone else, hopefully. Where is everyone? Are you guys still by the DJ booth?
We're probably at the petting zoo at this point.
The petting zoo?
yeah.
Yeah.
Think she'll be like, would like to yell at whoever's murdering lullabies, but also there's a birthday child over there, and she's going to make her way. She has priorities, and head to the group. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yo, how you doing?
My eardrums are not too particularly happy. But happy birthday, Amorette.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
She's gonna go start aggressively petting a llama. I say aggressively. She's just very invested in petting this llama.
Was there something I said?
The llama nuzzles you, nibbles your sleeve a little bit, almost knocks you over because llama,
Llama.
but with affection.
She's so happy about it. She's so happy about it.
There
Like-
are no bunnies in this petting zoo.
It's
Bellona looks up at Oliver. Oliver looks even further up at Lenore. Lenore.
They were greeted in height order.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, she has to like make sure her neck doesn't have to do this thing, okay? It's just done.
Is Thomas ready to emerge?
Yeah. Thomas has 2 presents, but one will have to wait until after the party. So Thomas will come down and head over to the present table and drop a 2.5 foot by half a foot box that's sandy wrapped because he can't wrap a box to save his life. He can perform surgery. He can't tie a ribbon.
That's concerning.
It's fine.
And he'll make his way over, like, looking at the crowd for Lenore's head as, like, the visual marker.
Oh, my word.
I love this. Lenore going, people are going to look at me. Oliver, no one's going to look at you. The party. Where is Lenore?
Where is Lenore?
Lenore?
Do you know what Lenore is? You know when you have those travel groups and there's that flag, so you like always see where the group is? Lenore is our flag.
Flagship Lenore.
Here.
Hi.
Hello.
You spot them in the distance by the petting zoo, being antisocial as we come to know them to be. Except for Amorette, who is just being antisocial today. So Thomas put the first present on the table.
Sorry, I'm being harassed by a needle. He's biting at my ankle.
Oh my word.
Raising.
So there is a table where the presents are?
Yeah, there's a massive pile of presents already on the table. There is a collection of things. Various sized boxes, but very large pile. So Thomas has put his on the last open space that you can see there. And then I'm presuming Thomas approaches the group.
Ah, Thomas, how you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to find a reference image. I saw my name. What was that? Run it.
Hey, how you doing, Thomas?
A little better. Sleep is... I'd like to go back to bed. But we're here. We're celebrating.
Yeah.
Good days.
Amorette,
Right.
like, hugs the llama for a second and looks back at everyone and goes, none of you actually want to be here.
Well, no, we want to be here. It's just very loud and stuff.
I'm not saying you guys don't want to be here for me. none of you actually want to be here with everything happening. While I need to stress to you, while hugging this llama.
Oh god.
Why do I see Thomas buying the llama from the petting zoo?
We're just going to have like a pet llama in the cemetery.
Oh god.
Amorette's brought home a raccoon.
I mean,
Oh my word.
Can you excuse me for a second?
like, I guess we have it.
There's a little bit of noise in the distance, and Sandy picks up a mic. You guys hear the music go down and change, and the music shifts to something a little bit more relaxed, a little bit lower volume, and it's very fey-like. It's very dainty and delicate and beautiful. And Sandy's like, ladies and gentlemen, we had our dance. We're going to get back to our dance on in a little bit, but we do have time for tea. Please join us at the high table.
What?
Oh,
So high tea.
AT.
High tea under moonlight.
Let's go look at everyone. This seems more chill. You want to come?
Sure.
he sounds lovely.
Okay, and anxiety somewhat relieved, she's gonna go with everyone over to where the tables are.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, just saying, Amorette, wherever you decide to sit, on your right, Bellona is putting herself.
Oh, there is a seat at the head of the table.
No.
She gets to this table and she starts like trying to figure out where to sit or to go. And she's so obviously very excited and very happy with what's happening, but also has no fucking idea what to do or how to behave. And so she's like actively glitching and like stuttering in real life.
Okay, Bellona's just gonna take their elbow. Would you like some help?
Sure. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fine. Yeah, take a seat. And then she'll take you to the head of the table where the birthday child is supposed to frickin' sit.
She was like looking, when you like pulled her away, she was looking at like one of the middle seats.
No.
Like in the very middle of the table.
You've accepted Bellona's help. Bellona will take you where you need to be. Be perceived, bitch. No, I'm kidding. She never says that. They're far too crude. No, but she takes you to the front of the seat and then takes a glass and starts ringing it. Just ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Would you like
Hold
me
on,
to
hold
make
on. We
it?
can make this work.
Oh no.
We can make this work. Hold on.
Oh
hold on.
no. What are you
The noise
doing?
suppression's too good.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
This feels like payback for the serenade outside of your door. I'm gonna be honest. This is what this feels like.
Is
I forgot
Amorette
about
actually
that.
saying that?
No, that's just
Okay.
me. She's
Ah.
thinking it.
She's thinking it. Amorette accepted Bellona's help. Bellona is helping. And then once she has everyone's attention, she could be like, thank you for coming to Amorette's birthday. They turned 23 today. And then puts you on the spotlight by going, would you like to make a speech?
And because Sandy is Sandy comes by because Sandy's not going to leave you high and dry on your birthday while Bellona's playing games. She gives you a look. Sandy is just like, bitch, I know. Bitch,
She's not going to force them to do a speech.
So she walks up behind Amorette and she's like, ladies and gentlemen, before the speech, I just want to let you all know that we have some dietary requirements, and so there are 2 sets of tea. Y'all will be served out of the white pots. A black pot is for our special needs and dietary. Please stay away from it. It can make most normal people sick, if y'all know what I mean. Anywho, I believe we got the cakes ready. You want to do the speech now or later, darling?
Later would be great.
Great, we're going to do it after the tea. And she starts waving the cakes in, and Ula comes and brings you guys, some deep red tea in the black tea.
Bellona is going to put her hand on Amorette's shoulder, squeeze it comfortingly after putting them on the spot like that.
And got you.
And then she takes this really thick envelope made out of vellum with beautiful calligraphy on top, and all it says is Amorette Feign, and hands it to her. It goes, bit last minute, but I hope you would like your gift. I'll DM it to you if you like.
Once again, it's the upward look of I cannot. I have to be presentable for this entire event.
You can choose to read it now or later, but I'll DM you what's in it.
I will also wait. So she is going to set it aside. Because one thing she does know about birthdays is you do all the gifts at once. And so she's gonna set that aside for that point. And then this one I will also read it, so you'll get that live. I am terrified of all of you. But yeah. And she does not know how to act. She's gonna start pouring tea for everyone, and then she'll switch over to the other teapot for those regular folks, and we'll start pouring them tea as well. She is going around to everyone herself and is pouring tea.
Well, the people who don't have tea yet you can pour, but while you guys are being served, there are servers who have been pouring and bringing cakes in, but the ones who are close by you could get to first. You do see that arriving about an hour in, Wayland arrives, Philip arrives, a few other people arrive, Bjorn arrives, and his one jacket sleeve is basically pinned to the shoulder. So the sleeve itself has been folded in half and pinned to the shoulder. And he comes up and he's like, hey, shorty. And he kind of like gives you a little knock on the forehead, but very gentle. And he's like, backing down.
What happened?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. It's far too late to not be worried about it.
There's no need to worry. I'm alive. That's all that matters. And I got some news for you, but it can wait until it's not your birthday anymore. Speaking of, what the hell exploded in this graveyard? This is one of the most fucked up parties I've ever seen. And I've seen some fucked up parties.
Well, can we think about like crashing the party or anything, or because it's kind of disturbing the peace? Or would that be too much?
Bjorn stops and he looks and he sees Lenore and he's like, I don't think I've met you before.
Oh no.
That's
Oh no.
You might be muted.
Your audio.
There we go.
Yay!
Hello. Yes. My name is Lenore. I'm not new, but definitely new to you at least.
Bjorn. And he kind of looks at you and he looks at the rest of you is like, God, there's a lot of you. He's like, anyway, I gotta get back and announce myself back to the prince, so I just came to wish you happy birthday and let you know I'm back.
Amorette will pop up and will quickly wrap their arms around his midsection and give him like a squeeze hug for a second.
He squeezes you back with that the one arm that's left, and you can feel that empty sleeve is until about here. So that sleeve is filled until just above the elbow. Lower than the elbow, it's folded in half. And he squeezes you tight with his other arm, and he literally picks you up as he hugs you, and he's like, I missed you too, kiddo.
We're talking later. Soon.
Yeah, no. Soon. But I better get heading off.
Thanks for coming. Be safe.
And Bjorn heads off. Philip is already chatting up a bunch of drag queens.
That makes sense.
Wayland has made his way over to the end of the table, and he's just kind of talking to people, relaxing. But most people are just socializing amongst themselves. It's that typical party vibe of, hi, I've met you for 2 minutes. Let's be, friends.
Amorette real quick is going to try to find Silas.
Silas is busy with the cake table. He is cutting and serving and prepping the small plates.
Cool. She's heading over to Silas for a second. She takes a while. She doesn't really say anything, but looks him over, gives a little pat to one specific arm.
You okay, kiddo?
Yeah. We'll talk about it later. I'm glad you're okay. And she will escape. It's like smoke bomb gone.
Hey.
And she's going to go. Is Wayland or Philip closer?
Wayland's pretty close.
You're gonna go find Wayland first, then.
He's just sitting on the end of the table. He's doing card tricks. And like a whole bunch of drag queens are flirting their brains out, trying to get him to talk to them directly. And he's just talking to the group as a whole. Hashtag Wayland things.
She'll head up. She'll sit and like stand in the back, just watching, with like the little smile as she sees them do this like card tricks.
Celerity definitely is playing a part in those card tricks.
I believe it.
A little bit of presents thrown in for luck. But yeah, no.
After watching for a little while, she'll head up with a little wave, not interrupt him at all. She is not fucking with his magic flow. Like, he has that crowd captivated. She is not getting in the way of that. She knows how that goes. But she'll step up next to him for a second and just lean down. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you.
He kind of like, it's good to be invited. Are you need anything for Friday?
No, I should be all set.
Okay. But yeah, you have a good day, kid.
You too. And gives Arm a little pat, once again, very much so not impeding him, and will then head off to find someone else.
Okay.
Who else do I get to be a menace towards?
Well, Philip is there.
That's true. I'm gonna go be a menace to Philip next.
Toby was invited. Toby did not show up.
That's very valid of me. But she'll get up to Philip, and it's funny to me that the drag queens are flirting with Wayland, and Philip is flirting with drag queens. It's
Philip Philip is flirting with anyone who's near him. Male, female, in between, drag queen, drag king. Philip is like, hello, you are a person and I like you. Let's talk about how much we could possibly like each other. And it's really weird because all of you are so used to Philip just being this dumbass who pisses off Oliver on a regular basis. But he's being charming. Like, people are laughing and talking. He sounds in control of the conversation. He sounds even a bit suave. Philip, the dumbass, and Philip, the socialer, are not the same person.
Amorette, we'll head up.
As soon as he sees you, he's like, excuse me. Amorette, look at you in that gorgeous dress.
she'll walk up and she'll just give like a little sort of thing.
That dress is gorgeous. It's half as pretty as you are, and he gives you a kiss on both cheeks. And then he checks to make sure that Thomas isn't anywhere nearby to hear him say that.
she'll like do the shy little laugh sort of thing. But she'll like open her arms for a little bit of a hug.
And he scoops her up and he literally spins her around before putting her down again.
It is just giggles. She very happy, very pleased. And when he sets her back down, she'll kind of look around everyone he was talking with. I am not used to seeing you this popular.
Well, normally I just go into off mode around you guys. It's relaxing.
Good. And she'll kind of. Is there anyone lingering around? Out of curiosity.
That you know. Guys,
No.
is anybody lingering nearby as she talks to Philip?
Anyone. But yes, people.
There's a couple of drag queens around waiting for him to come back to their conversation. He's kind of just ignoring them once he's focused on you.
She'll take a second and she'll very like subtly step and then step away from the direction of the
He sees you step again. He's like, oh, is it that kind of game? Okay, let's go. Can you get away? No celerity.
and
He will chase you around this table.
as it turns to a game, she's like, oh now we're okay. And it's like, if anyone could see her, if there was like a crackhead mode engaged, like Knob, that is what has just happened. It is Gremlin mode that has just been flicked on. And so
as he runs past, he's tracing you, and then he stops, looks at Oliver, and he's just like, tag, you're it, on the back of your head, and takes off running. So he knocks Oliver in the back of the head and goes, tag, you're it, and takes off running.
Okay. Celerity chasing after
There
him.
are humans. There are a lot of humans around here.
You so goddamn lucky. Oliver's just gonna like crack his neck to say, excuse me, and just start running after him.
Amorette is also running kind of around you guys, is skirting Oliver so that she does not get tagged, because now she is invested in this game, but wants to see this chase.
So let's make this just a simple contested. Roll a dice, each of you, and we'll see who is the more dominant tag player. Philip rolls a 5.
Rolls a
9, baby!
Amorette dances in between these two guys. Philip gets away, but the only reason he gets away is he recognizes that should Oliver catch him, there's a very strong possibility he will not stand up again for the next week. So he is when he notices Oliver is actually chasing him, it's gone from game to running for your life mode.
Get your ass over here! Come on! Here.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna smack you so hard.
There are points he's literally using Amorette as a vampiric shield between the two of you.
Do not use birthday girl as a shield.
He jumps on the table and over the table at one point when you almost got him. He's not getting caught and die.
Oh my god.
Every time you're like, get back here, get back, he's like, hell no, you get back there, you go back to your seat. What the fuck?
You tag me, so either you're gonna be it this time, or someone else is gonna be it.
Amorette.
He pops up from behind Ula at that and goes, there are 50 other people at this party, tag someone else, and he takes off again.
Amorette will, like, upon seeing Philip, like, actively running for his life and getting some enjoyment out of it for a while, she follows that for longer than she probably should. She steps in front of Oliver and goes,
Tag, you're it.
and she bolts after Philip.
The best part is when he's like, oh, Amorette got tagged. But the party continues though, and eventually you guys all calm down, the game kind of fades out, and the party continues. A little bit later, the music starts coming back, dance mode kicks in. The next stream of music is a bit more metal and a bit more rock than it is pop, but there's still a dance element to it. Ula basically booted the DJ out and took over.
Nice. As the party continues on, Amorette goes around from person to person, so like interacting with everyone, saying hi to everyone, occasionally tagging Philip, which, if left to her, if left to her, will probably end up in like a semi wrestling match of tag, no tag, no tag. I said tag. And
oh yeah. Eventually, if you guys wanted to be one of the ones to do it, otherwise it'll be Silas walks over and literally picks them up and separates them.
Which coterie separates them? Which coterie member separates them?
Unless Thomas wants to be the one to do it, maybe. Thomas, are you separating your grandchild and Philip from their tag battle that has become a wrestling match in the graveyard during the birthday party next to the petting zoo?
Yeah, I will go ahead and grab Philip by his collar, as we tend to do with the children, including myself last session.
You pull him off of Amorette, and for a second he like looks down and realizes the position that the two of you are in, and he kind of side eyes Thomas, be like, "Hey, buddy, friend, pal."
Mm.
You know what? I left the present in the car. I better go get that. If you could just, release. My, what big teeth you have.
We're gonna talk about this later.
Sure. How about
And he'll let him go.
As you let him go, he's like, yeah, sure, the year 2025. And he runs to the car to get the gift.
She stands up, looks at Thomas. Okay. You having a good time?
Yeah. It's good. Good, loud time. I haven't seen Sandy and Ula's friends since the last time we had a party, so that's nice. That's basically what he's been doing this whole time, is he's catching up with the other drag queens. That's the whole time until that altercation.
Mistaken
You enjoying
mystique.
yourself? So, did we miss anything? So we can let Sandy know for next.
This is a lot. I'm having a wonderful time. It is so much. I wasn't expecting a me cake. It is weird seeing myself get carved up into cake. And that is a sentence I never thought I would say.
Well, I did tell Sandy of all people no limit and gave her my black card, so you gotta expect some surprises.
Yeah.
Speaking of, there is a gift for you on the table, but I have another one for you later. That's not a public gift.
Oh. That reminds me. I need to collect you, I need to collect everyone else. I have things for you. And she is going to start going and collecting the coterie members to whisk away from the party briefly.
Well, about that, I wanted to ask you, unless anyone else wants to do something, so if you want this to happen during the party, you're welcome to. Just let me know. But at around like 12:30, 1 a.m., the party starts to die down and people start to go. The caterers start to back up. The DJ starts backing up. So everything gets calm and everyone starts clearing out. Sandy and the drag queens are taking the party to a club because they're going to keep going till dawn. You all got invites to come with, but no offense if you guys don't want to go with. Mistake and Mystique, the twins, went around and were like, oh, this was amazing, da 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 da, happy birthday, and they both kiss you on the cheeks at the same time. They are wearing skirts so short that you can see their religion, and you know, very tutu effect as well. So your style is very much their style, and they enjoy it. And both of them try to just kind of be like, sidle up to Oliver and be like, so you want to come along for the after party?
It's
You know, we love having big, strong men take us out.
I am married. Sorry, I am married. I am married. That nope. I'm flattered, but nope. I am married.
Mistake is like, oh, god damn it, all the good ones are married. Mystique kind of looks at you like, me too. You want to still come along?
I will come along for my friends, but I will not commit adultery.
Aww. And they both start like heading off. So the space will clear out. So if Amorette, you want to give the gifts during the party, you can. And this all happens after. Or if you want to, once everyone clears out, then the group basically settles in the living room.
So whenever like they end up doing the fucking stack of gifts is also when Amorette does their gifts, gives out gifts at their birthday party.
So the majority of the gifts, there was a big pile, were left for Amorette to go through and enjoy the next day at her time and leisure. Sandy had them all carried up into your room. So the personal gifts from the coterie, those were separate. So if anyone provided gifts then, and your gifts can be dealt with that.
Sounds
Family time, family time.
family time. I'm trying to grab
So
it.
all of you basically get to later on, you settle in the living room. Bellona is unfortunately upstairs with one of her boy toys, so she's not aware you're settling in the living room. Possibly a girl toy, we don't judge. And yeah, a couple of the gifts are on the table in front of you, a couple of wrap gifts as well. And the others have kind of retreated to give you guys that little bit of private time.
Thought I pinned it, but I didn't.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. All right. So, what are we doing here?
Well, if you produced a present for Amorette, it's on the table if you want to give to Amorette.
Of course.
There are also some boxes that Amorette carried down from their room. One of them has your name.
Nice.
Very delicate calligraphy writing, beautifully wrapped package, fairly decent sized box.
Okay.
You gotta open you.
Gonna open it.
Inside this box for Oliver, is a ornate looking locket, but it's not ornate in a way of like Amorette's aesthetic. It's ornate in a way that the themes that you would find in Oliver's outfit or in Oliver's room or things like that, it fits Oliver's aesthetic perfectly. It has that punk vibe to it, but in a locket format. And if you open up the locket, it has 2 slots. It has space for 2 photos in it.
Oliver just kind of like clicks the watch open, checks it out, puts it in his pocket. Hey, I'm Amorette!
So walk over, yeah.
Gives you a big hug. Thanks, kid. Pats ya.
She will give large squeeze and she'll step back. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
It's complete with like the funky colors and stuff. Like this shit matches your color scheme.
Hells to the yeah.
But she'll step back.
Lenore, you see a box with your name on it.
My name. It's your birthday today, so you go first. Lenore pulls out this big tube, and it's one of the, like, if you've ever seen, like, the things that carry, like, oil canvas paintings that have been rolled up real nice. I like to gift my time and things that I've put lots of time into. So, here. You
Take
go
it.
first. It's your birthday. And then I will open.
Okay. And it's like this weird like truce. This peace has been brokered between them. And Amorette will very carefully open the tube to see what is inside the tube.
You see like a tightly rolled up canvas. It's a large painting.
So she's unravel again very carefully.
It is this big oil relief of a giant like cloud of bats coming out of a cave. I got to see one a couple of years ago, and I wanted to capture the moment, so I stood there for. I think I was there for like. I want to say 2 months. Every waking moment. Here you go.
I absolutely love it, and I know exactly where I'm hanging it. And she gently rolls it up, places it back in. It's like, okay, I know where this is going. She's gonna put it on her ceiling.
Oh. There's a box with Thomas's name. Oh, sorry.
Gently opens box.
So in the box, there is actually a couple things. The first thing is there are a few sheets of paper on top of something else. And on those sheets of paper, one is a questionnaire. Congratulations, you've gotten a questionnaire. And it's all sorts of things about textures you like, fabrics you like, things like fabrics and textures you don't like, styles you like, like it's anything. It's down to like the type of button. Do you have a button you hate? Let me know. And it's that sort of thing. And then underneath, it's like 4 designs. They're very similar, but they're off in certain ways. making subtle changes with more questions about preferences. And then under those is an actual garment. The garment is a dress similar to what Lenore would wear, but a little more into Amorette's aesthetic, because as much as she tries, she does, but she cannot get away from it. But it's not only beautiful, but it's very utilitarian as well. So, one, it's waterproof. So standing out in the rain or getting it like muddy or anything like that, it is not going to be an issue, and it is going to keep you dry. So you're going to be comfortable when you're out studying bats. It has so many different pockets, so many hidden pockets. A lot of them have like Velcro and zippers and like ways and buttons and ways to keep them closed so you can store things. There is, if you flip up, so it's also symmetrical. If you flip up the skirt on either side, there are places to keep art supplies. So you never have to worry about keeping them like elsewhere. Congratulations, you have in the front a place to keep papers, but it's under the skirt, so the waterproofness of the skirt will keep your papers dry as well. And then you have like shoes to go with it. Shoes also waterproof. They are steel-toed. So you're not going to have to worry about that. They have great traction on the bottom. These are going to be comfortable shoes to walk in for ages, but god damn it if they do not go with the aesthetic of this outfit. And the aesthetic of this outfit is bats. But specifically, you can tell Amorette did her research, and it's 5 different bats in particular, and they're 5 of the rarest bats that we have known images of. And that is what you see in this box.
Oh my god. This must have taken forever.
2 days.
Dude, you are so talented.
You
I
took
would
2
love
months.
to watch you work.
It's this thing that they're both sharing, like, the things their special interest things. Like, here, I love you. Well, once you like fill out the questionnaires, if there are materials or things that I need to change, I'll make you a new one.
This. Oh my. Okay, just making sure my voice is being picked up.
Yes.
This. You're aware that you're phenomenal. This is amazing.
Thank you. I can add more pockets.
More pockets is always good.
More
pockets are always good.
I can also give you a cape that has pockets.
A cape. I thought you said a cake, and I was like, cake with pockets?
I guess, in theory, we could make a cake with pockets.
Interesting, maybe something.
I bake.
Hidden.
I make pockets. I'm gonna try to make a cake with pockets in this next week. Amorette now mumbling to herself, like, okay, can I do this?
But I will fill the questionnaire out like post haste. Once we're done, I will have this back to you as soon as possible. This is amazing. No one's ever given me something so well crafted. Like I've received gifts before, but this I'm gonna treasure this. Thank you.
I'm glad. I'm gonna end up making you a closet full. You might actually get the closet. I don't think I haven't given anyone else their closet yet. Amorette, who's sitting with closets full of clothes for all of the other coterie members.
Why are you storing so many closets? Are they just the spare rooms?
There are so many rooms in this house. I'll show you my craft room at some point.
I love the fact that Lenore is happy that you gave her homework.
I love it.
There is a box with Thomas's name on it.
He'll take it and be like, "This is your birthday, but I mean, you gave it to me, so I'm gonna open it. Well, but that can be saved for other holidays. This is where we give you gifts." Yes. Yes. And it's like 3 minutes of them going back and forth. Yes, no, yes.
You have short-circuited his manners routine, okay?
Look, he'll take his finger and drag it along the wrapping paper and open it up.
So inside, this is the biggest box out of everything, and inside this box is a very clearly custom-made train set. It's incredibly detailed, and it's Scooby-Doo themed. And I mean, like, the entire different cast of Scooby-Doo from every single episode that has currently been released is somewhere on that damn train. And it's fully functional. It has like the Mystery Inc. Logo and stuff. It is specific.
I had to make sure he didn't hyperfixate on the train.
I love it.
It's perfect. We'll go blow some stuff up on it later.
And she is over the moon. And she'll look at Thomas and she'll go, "By the way, I'm supposed to be happy on my birthday. This is the happiest I've been all day, giving you guys these gifts."
Oh, buddy.
Aww. So, after you say that to Thomas, Bellona comes waltzing into the room looking a little bit more relaxed than she did earlier. The boy toy stumbles out behind her and back outside on his way out the door, or her way outside, depending on what flavor Bellona was feeling at the moment. Bellona, everyone gathered in the sitting room, and you see them all with boxes in front of them. Amorette's gift boxes, if you gave her a gift, is on the table. It's just the family stuff now. The party quieted down. Everybody headed off to the after party at a club nearby. The vendors packed up. So it's just you guys. And you see a box beautifully wrapped with Bellona's name on it.
Bellona is going to look at the box, look at everyone else who has boxes in their laps, do a slight motion as though she's about to turn around and leave, sigh, and then enter the room.
You wanna open your gift?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never had a birthday, but I assume it is everyone else that is supposed to give the birthday child a present, not the other way around.
I feel vaguely like someone in this room agrees with you.
I would be surprised if anyone aside from you disagreed with me.
Doesn't matter. Gift. Take it.
She takes it begrudgingly, settles in her favorite love seat, and what is it? Is it like wrapped in paper? Is it ribbon?
It is both. So it is in this box that has been wrapped, and the wrapping is ornate. It is beautiful. the ribbon has been tied just so.
She cuts it open with her nails.
You know what? You're also not the only one.
Just slices through
and
it.
inside the box, it is a dress. But it is a dress that gets as close to Bellona's aesthetic as Amorette is physically capable of. And it is a very specific velvet, but it is a treated velvet. Because you can treat velvets to be waterproof and retain their texture. So this velvet has been treated. It's also been reinforced, so you get the feeling that this velvet's going to be a little harder to tear. Not impossible. We have not made an indestructible dress as of yet. We're working on it. But it is definitely going to be more difficult to tear. The dress itself is very comfortable while not giving up any of its style. It is incredibly high fashion. And it is its design has a particular snake motif. And it's Bellona's favorite type of snake, which I know is a black something. I had the snake in mind. It is that particular snake that is leaving my brain. But that is the motif on the dress.
Wasn't it the black net spitting cobra? No, it wasn't a black.
If that's what you want it to be.
It was. I don't think it was a black mamba. I think it was a black. It was
I don't think so either.
a type of cobra.
If I had my iPad,
a mamba would fit perfectly because they lie down, mind their business, and if you come too close to them, they bite you in the leg and kill you. That's Bellona.
The reason why I chose this particular cobra is because it would gather all of its poison into its forehead, and it forms a little black stone, which is Bellona's favorite stone. It's like, I'll take all the poison and I'll make something pretty out of it, and that's why that is her favorite cobra.
That's
a knife. She's so gay.
So gay. But that snake is the motif, and so Amorette's heard Bellona complain about not having pockets, but also that pockets ruin her figure.
Yes.
Not any fucking more. There are pockets on this dress, but they are so strategically placed, and the fabric is so strategically pinned and sewn and gathered around places that if you use these pockets, no one will ever know, and your figure will not be compromised. So you can have your beautiful, gorgeous, sexy figure, and also the utility of pockets. What gift does Amorette give everyone? The ability to carry things with pockets. But no, yeah,
Thanks, it has
it's you know, the
pockets.
dark blue, the royal blue.
I have a question.
Huh.
Has Amorette opened her presents yet? No.
She's opened the one from Lenore. That is it. But that's because Lenore is like, you go first. I'm not doing this shit.
Well, Amorette, you have at least 2 presents from Thomas. Thomas does the one move.
That's the one move.
Yeah, one is probably about 3 feet long, half a foot wide, and like 3 inches tall. Like something you would put like an instrument or something in like a long, thin box. And it's very well wrapped. Like, you can tell Sandy did it. And then there's the other one that is about... I'm gonna have to take my hand off of push to talk so I can... And it is very poorly wrapped in, like, brown packing paper and twine.
Amorette will look at the gifts, and for a second, it's once again the deer in the headlights look. Before she just closes her eyes, and with the gifts that are left, because I know Bellona has the letter and the two, she just kind of. It's a 3, so I'll grab. I don't know what that is. I'll just grab one of Thomas's. It's 3. Bellona's 1, and then Thomas is the other 2. And I think because it was described last.
The ugly one, or is it the pretty one?
Because it was described last, because I rolled a 3, I think it's the ugly one. And I love that wrapping so much.
Okay. So if you start pulling off the twine and this like butcher's paper he's wrapped it in, it's like a little handmade doll box, like you would get a Barbie in, but it's a hand, and I've got a picture for.
So just to describe it, let me just.
Oh, hello?
I just want to check if Blaine wants me to describe, or if he does. Blaine, do you want me to describe it, or are you
So
going
I just
to?
set that into endless.
Do you want me to describe it?
So
though?
it is a little hand with tiny little doll-like flesh feet on the 2 bottom fingers, with like a little pot belly and butt cheeks, like incredibly detailed butt cheeks, and the thumb and pinky are out like hands, and then it's got 2 fingers up top for like a head.
No, you don't understand. These butt foot perky round ass cheeks. They stick out. They're so perky.
The amount of description time that is just on this hand's ass cheeks.
I was horrified. I was traumatized. Y'all traumatized me. That's what happened. Thomas traumatized me.
Brett like takes out the and then, you can like almost see the loading symbol like pop up as she stares at it and processes what she's seeing. And she like takes it out of the box and holds it for a moment.
Congratulations. You now have a doll made of fingers. A flesh doll. This is some SCP kind of shit. Made with love from Grandpapa.
She
I may
holds
have
it
a
up
broken face.
for everyone to see,
The
so
butt.
that everyone in this room gets a good look at the hand and the cheeks.
I can't even share this on screen. You realize this is, I will get flagged.
Forehand butt. Forehand butt.
Have you seen the butt on these hands? I will get
Have you heard
flagged.
me describe the butt on these hands?
I understand why you took a minute to describe the cheeks. Like, them protrude. Like, they will assault
Them
your
work out.
eyeballs.
Listen, they don't miss squat days, all I'm saying. These fingers are like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1
They
and
even
2.
work out, bro. Yeah. Yeah, they do. And it's mostly squats. I'm still looking at it.
Once she's done processing, she looks over at Thomas, and then for a second her face is utterly blank. And then she just bursts out laughing and hugs the butt hand doll. And just, I love it. I love everything about it.
Damn it, Vesper.
What do you name it? Cheeks.
Or just cheeky.
Oh,
Cheeky.
Too cheeky.
okay,
I-
thankfully she also does not hyperfixate on the hand butt doll because it's still a doll.
A doll.
Words. Roll to
So which one do you
hyperfixate
open
on
next?
hand butt doll.
We're gonna go with Bellona's next.
Oh, this is gonna
She'll
be
pick
fun.
up the letter. And she'll take a second. And she'll open it very carefully, very gently. And I'm also going to read what was said. And she just starts bawling.
Oh,
No, GM needs to know these things. Speak. Speak.
So I will read out loud. Don't worry, I just wanted to read it to myself first to process. What she reads in this letter, which she will also read out loud the second time, is a spark in the dark, a blessing in a blasphemous life, a warm dream where coldness reigns. Thank thee for thine existence, dearest dream of mine. Bawling. The foundation doesn't matter. The mascara doesn't matter. None of it matters.
There is a part of me though going, Bellona writes poetry?
Bellona writes poetry.
believe
Bellona
Bellona
likes
writes
books.
poetry.
Bellona likes literature.
True.
The moment you start sort of crying, Bellona's just gonna like freeze, look at Thomas, and be like, "Your grandchild, go do something." The product of your DNA is leaking. Go do something about it. You're genetically disposed to deal with this.
Uppies.
a piece.
I mean, if it works.
I'm sorry, Oliver is echoing. Uppies! Fucking kill me!
Oh, god damn it.
It looks between you guys and goes, I'm fine! It's really sweet! And I feel the same way about you, I hope you know. And I'm framing this on my wall.
You really don't have to do that. For starters, please, your face is... And then hands you a handkerchief. Just... your face.
Yeah, that makeup be fucked.
Still, like, actively sobbing as though blotting at the tears is going to do anything. Also, the word gay is censored in the chat, which is weird.
Is it? It's not censored to me.
Not for me.
The
That's
word
homophobic.
gay is censored in the chat for me.
Are you not
Well,
allowed to have gay effects?
I'm apparently not. It's censored for me. I
It's
have to
censored
click
for
it.
me too.
Yeah,
Really?
what
Was
did
this
you do?
message correct or hidden?
Your stream homophobic.
My stream
Vex,
is quite
the
homophobic,
Republicans are
dude.
hacking your PC.
Oh God.
It just asked me after unveiling 4 different gays. Was this censored correctly? If you're like, no.
Don't censor the gay.
For anyone who can't see the chat, my favorite part is, that's gay. This kind of gay. 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 Vex, look at the gay.
we all about that gay life, yo.
Yep.
Word.
But Amorette's like, I am definitely framing this. I have to. It's beautiful. Yes, and is going to tuck that away in a very secure, safe space.
I just found that somewhere. It's not really all that important.
It's important
She's
to me.
bold-faced lying as if that wasn't a Bellona original.
The internet is a thing in the year 2000.
Yeah, you think she uses the internet? You think Bellona
No,
uses the
but
internet?
someone else might. To track down an author.
You think that existed before, like, tonight?
That's my point. They won't find an author.
No.
Yeah.
I found it somewhere. In a book.
I
That
also know
obviously
your
has not made
handwriting.
it onto the internet.
Amourette will take a second. I'm like, okay, sure. I believe you. Like, you're still just like, yes.
She's gonna
and then
take
she'll...
the handkerchief and over your face.
When you're done, the expression you get is just...
Jeez. That's like the most touching you've ever received from Bellona.
Yep, and she's just like...
You need to picture
So there's
Possibly
one more
powdered
present from
nose.
Thomas.
She'll pick up the present, but she'll take like another handkerchief and will like more so remove makeup than fix it. And we'll start opening the gift.
We've been told to wait.
Loading, please hold.
So as you unbox this really well wrapped, nice, longer present that it very obviously Sandy did and Thomas had nothing to do with, you'll see a very short, for most people, rapier with a bone handle. Stat-wise, it's literally just something he had on his wall that he thought you might like.
Amourette looks the same. I've been giving more stabbing equipment. And it's beautiful stabbing equipment.
Oh, homie.
Someone's gonna have to teach me how to sword fight.
Okay, I can teach you. Countertop me. Ollie's seen me. I'm pretty handy with a sword.
Oliver, are you? You strike
Am
me
I
as
what?
someone who's more experienced with punching than stabbing. Or guns.
I am experienced whatever you need me to do to get physical, because I will kick all the ass.
Yeah, we
Well,
can
no,
have
just-
family stabbing lessons. It'll be great.
Family stabbing lessons.
Family stabbing
This one I can
lessons.
actually help with.
I can teach you how to stab and punch. It's very easy. You don't. First things first, you do not close your thumb over your hand. That's how you break it. Not smart. Okay. Oh God, why are you looking like me like that, kid. What do you want me to do?
Tis a look of love.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do a training session 2.0 where I learn how to use this.
Yeah.
You teach me how to punch.
We can do that. We can totally do that.
You guys are a terrible influence on her. I hope you both know that.
I am a Bruja! I am all about the chaos!
Kind of right, though.
She'll put the sword down, and she is as happy as could fucking be. No, it is to absolutely be expected. I think that's why I hang out with you guys so much. I think I have more. And she'll take a second as a realization dawns on her. I think I have more Bruja friends than any other clan.
Welcome to being an honorary Bruja, kid.
Really?
Pretty sure she
minute.
was that the moment Bjorn decided to adopt her.
Well, now I'm just saying for the whole world is to say it.
Yes!
Anyone messes with her, you're gonna mess with the entire clan of Bruja.
And it's the happy tears with the excited gremlin energy.
There's like
She's
a
crying and gremlining at the same time.
crying and gremlining. There's
She's about to get the zoomies. Please go.
There's a little smile as Oliver says, like, all the Bruja will, like, come up against you. And then Bellona just goes, yes, Philip has discovered that.
He's still alive, it's fine.
Mm.
He was even flirting with the birthday girl.
He was flirting with who?
Flirting with the birthday girl. Oh yes, no. He complimented her dress and told her it was gorgeous and only half as gorgeous as the one wearing it. And then he picked her up and swung her around in a circle.
He's
Got a
incredibly
tag
lucky
wrestling
that
match.
I was not there.
It's fine. It's fine.
The only thing I have in my head is just stupid meme going, no date.
No date.
No date.
So during the tag wrestling match, the one who broke them up was Thomas.
Oh my
So,
Where
like-
Philip was lying on top of Amorette as they played tag wrestling match on the ground.
It was unfortunate.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
Is the party still ongoing?
No, the party packed up. It's now just you guys chilling in the living room. So I'm just asking if anybody wants to do anything else before I close the scene.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So, Lenore, you good?
Mhm.
Thomas, you good? Okay, Bellona.
Oh, she's still thinking about stabbing people that she totally did not see flirt with Amorette. It's fine.
Okay. And Amorette, good? Cool. So, the day fades into Tuesday morning. You all go and settle in your beds and coffins and rest for the evening after a very positive and happy time. The week passes and there's a few things. Amorette is texting quite often when you guys see them around the house. Hey, Amorette made friends with lots of people at the party. Plenty of drag queens.
It's true. It's true. She did go around collecting the drag queens numbers. I hope you know that.
Oliver and Amorette, if they want, can have their first sword lesson. If you want to spend XP in that direction, basically when you're ready to spend XP on melee, you have training via Oliver. And
Punch
the
training.
week continues. Bellona, you get a text message basically saying, arrival in New York, not sure where to next, contract, will keep trying. And following that, you guys go through the week in your normal ways, doing your normal things. You get to play with your new Scooby-Doo train. You get to blow shit up with your new Scooby-Doo train. It's a fantastic time. The butt hand doll or hand butt doll or finger thumb butt doll or the doll
Oh
with
my
the
God.
ass cheeks and
The
the
doll
fingers
with the
for
ass.
It's a very popular doll. Occasionally it's found in random places around the house, generally where it's going to like make someone feel very unnerved. Something keeps moving it like it really moves. Theoretically, something keeps moving it. And you carry on. Gets to Friday evening. Wayland's magic show is tonight. Some tickets arrived the previous night for all of you to have a ticket to go. Yes?
Real quick, just want to double check. This is through the span of like one day?
No, so the party started Monday night, ended Tuesday morning. It is now Friday.
Okay, well, during that week, could we do something?
Absolutely.
Bellona is absolutely going to research the fuck out of whatever she saw in that orphanage basement. Like, what the hell was that? And also, possibly research how to murder, I mean, deal with the entities in that orphanage.
So the thing is, unless you know what those entities are, you won't be able to figure out how to deal with them.
Yes, which is what she's researching.
There's about 12 to 15 different mythical creatures you come up with that deal with nightmares and shadows. A lot of them come from Asian mythology, but there's a lot. You would need a more specific occult library to figure out specifically what it is. Because the problem is the research you can do is all what mythology and legends we have as human beings in our real world. To get the actual world of darkness information, you need to build a much more supernatural lore. So if you want to spend, I'll take it that you're doing research as your prep work. If you want to spend XP on a supernatural lore, we can talk about that, and then you'll start getting actual information.
Awesome.
Anyone else want to do something in the course of the week?
During the time of the week, Oliver's is going to be like checking out by his spot, making sure to see if like that car shows up again or any other suspicious looking vehicle like checks us out.
The car doesn't show up again, but there is a news article, and it is an interview. It has a front page prominent picture that Oliver sees. It is an antiquities dealer who has donated a large sum of money to the local charity. It's specifically a history project and restoration project, and he is happy to help the city, blah, blah, blah. It is Snake Man.
Oh.
Yes.
So he's a charitable person.
Yes.
Okay. Does it say where his business is at and stuff?
It lists his name. It doesn't list the name of his business. Just that he is a new figure and prominent, and it's in the society pages. But it's not the hardest thing to track down. You could probably, once you literally Google on the internet or get Sandy involved, you find out the name of the business. It is Asp Antiquities, and it is an import-export business for cultural items and artifacts.
Is there an address? I want to check it out.
There is indeed an address.
Cool. Oliver is just gonna like snip out the article, place it on the fridge, write down the address on it, and just kind of like start loading up.
Gotcha. Are you gonna go to the address during the course of the week, or are you saving that for a rainy day?
Okay. Look, I know this is probably bad to me to go by myself into a very dangerous thing, but Oliver is probably like trying to like figure out like the right time to say like, "Hey guys, remember the person who kind of like snake bit everybody? Well, I found where they at. Want to go fuck them up?"
Didn't really snake bit everybody, specifically snake bit Amorette.
Yes. So Oliver is just gonna be like at the last day, he's gonna be like, "Okay, so,"
Oh my god.
points over to the fridge. "I found the fucker. I know where he's at. So we can fuck him up and make him pay for what he did. Or what are you guys thinking? You guys are all staring at me kind of like maybe not."
What gave you that?
Thomas is gonna walk up behind Ollie really quietly, go, "His spine is mine."
You gotta beat me for that first, buddy. What were you saying, Bellona?
I was going to say, what gave you that impression? That we were not interested?
All right. I am really liking you guys. All right, let's go to the armory, guys, shall we? Yes.
Amorette just... Actually...
Everyone on board is like, hi, hello. Maybe. And hear me out on this. We do two things. One, we wait until after Friday. If I am exponentially more injured than I am now, I cannot do the performance Friday. And if I cannot do the performance Friday, I will lose my sanity. And two, we could get more information on this person.
This little snippet on the thing. When does it say that he's doing the thing?
Oh no, he's already done the donation.
Oh, he's already done
Well,
the donation.
Yeah, it was thanking. It was a big thing about, oh, this new person in the city. He's this businessman, and he made this massive donation for history and antiquities restoration. And we thank him so much as members of the community. Blah 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 blah. When you did do the research in the address, Sandy told you this is the Washington address, but there are other office branches as well. There's one in Buffalo, there's one in New York, and there's one in Los Angeles.
So we could research. Make sure we know where he's going to be. Make sure we know everything we can find about him, and potentially find out more about what he works for.
We could wait until the end of the week. I should have answers back from the Malkavians with more information by then.
So we're on board. Just not for this particular second. I'm down to stab.
Yeah, totally.
Oliver, you can always go firebomb his office.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a whole canister of gas Silas put in the trunk of your car.
The voice of God
It's
is
a ground
malicious.
floor building.
I just want to say the voice of God is a complete enabler.
True.
I am the devil on your shoulder, and the angel on the other side is out for lunch.
No, the angel is me.
Yes,
Guys, don't
the angel's
hurt.
Amorette.
Oh God,
Amorette is
Run
the
and
angel
yell.
confirmed.
One Molotov through the windows, and you drive away. It'll take 5 minutes.
We don't
Yeah.
know who's inside the building.
I don't want innocent people to die.
It's a single-story art gallery style. Odds are no one's in there. Amorette would be able to use acute senses to tell if someone was inside.
All right, sounds like a plan.
You're so easily enabled, Oliver. Don't listen to that voice.
What?
God, when did I volunteer?
Look, this is all about payback. This guy is up to something shady. He has been tracking us since the beginning, and he's coming after my coterie and fucking everything up. I am not going to lose anyone else.
So don't run in there. Don't run in there without information. Because we don't want to lose you either. And if we go with you, or if you go alone, someone could end up severely hurt. I want you safe. I want you with us.
Bellona just looks at Oliver and goes, "Yes, I hated when they logic at me too."
All right. We'll wait. I'll wait. Friday.
Saturday. The performance is Friday.
Right. Saturday. Right.
Oliver was literally just like, Oliver was like, after the performance, we're going. Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
You do not understand how much restraint it took me not to go Sunday and Monday.
Oliver's like, all right, soon as saying Amarette's like, the day after. Hear me out.
So the little angel on your shoulder won this time. And you guys get through the week.
There's one conversation that probably needs to happen. But do we
You're
want to
welcome
do
to
a
have-
break? Real quick.
It is almost going on 3 hours. I think a break would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can do a break real quick.
All right, chat. Get up, walk around, hydrate, and we will bring you back the game, a little later. Catch you later. Bye.
My brain went, we're in the end times.
And we're back. That's I'm going to be adjusting people because right now Lenore is the storyteller, which is not correct.
Is it about bats?
It's
Can we go
probably
hunting
about
bats?
bats.
I'm like, you don't understand how much I want to take Lenore to a cave in South America.
I think Lenore
Lenore
would
wants
have.
that so badly.
Yeah, I was about to say. Lenore would have the
Oh,
time of their life.
Get the party there. I'll do everything else.
Oh, good lord.
Lenore would foam at the mouth.
Oh my word. Oh, wait, shoot. You are not Oliver. I need to change that.
So Oliver has stepped away. The game is usually 3 to 3.5 hours, and he just needed to cut out for a little bit early. So basically, we are carrying on. The week is continuing, but in the week, there is a conversation that needs to take place. There is a serious chat of very much traumatic events that occurred, and we, the audience, will observe this emotional moment between family and family. The family need to talk things through.
Nicole.
I am not causing this trauma. It's still trauma-free from my side. So sometime between Tuesday morning and Thursday night, 2 vampires meet to discuss. Oi, no giggling, discussing.
Okay. God. So, at some point, probably the Wednesday, after giving some space and not really knowing what to do, Amorette is going to head through the large house and go try to find Thomas.
He's in the train room currently.
I'm so glad I didn't take a drink. I'm gonna set that over there. You guys are gonna kill me. Everett, upon finding Thomas in the train room, is going to give a little knock to the door and stand in the doorway for a second.
Yeah. He'll breathe in deep and say, yeah, I suppose it's about that time. And he'll hold out a hand. Come on. Let's go have our talk.
Take the hand. It
He'll
takes her
take your hand and lead you down the hallway to a wing that no one really uses. Nobody's stationed in there. It's in the northeast corner where no one is, like above where the patio is. And there's a locked door at the end, and he'll take a key out on a necklace and unlock the door. And as he opens the door, you'll see that there's a bunch of stuff from his human life here. Hanging up is his uniform from when he was a veteran in World War II. You'll see his sidearm and all of his equipment there. And directly in front of the door, at the back of the room near a bay window, is a little Victorian maple table. And on it is a picture that looks almost exactly like your photo from the orphanage.
She'll take a second at the doorway, and she doesn't step into the room so much as she just takes everything in from where she is. I didn't know this room existed.
Yeah. No, it's not a period of my life I like to talk about. This is the last picture I have of your father, Owen. Owen Wyatt O'Malley, my first and only son.
Why is it? Why is that the last? Why? What happened? Why? Why is that the only one? Why is it the last one? What?
Well, while I was deployed, I took photos to submit to some journals to show sort of the more realistic, non-propagandized version of what was happening. A couple of them got published, and that's when Connor, my great, 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 great grandfather, found me. He recognized the name. The content of my photos has always been a bit macabre. So he sort of recognized his family behind. Connor found me and took me from the battlefield and schooled me for a decade. It's not a time I really like to talk about, but that is why Connor is what we call the CMC. I'm sure you're not familiar. You've only been here for one of us for 2 years. Smitsi are flesh crafters. That's why I can do what I can do. Connor taught me. I am a Toreador. He had someone else turn me. But between being a Toreador with an aesthetic asphyxiation on the macabre and the temptation that this power, this curse, gives you, by the time I was free to pursue my life, it had been a decade, and I was a monster, a mess, constantly struggling with trying to balance this need for this art and the fact that it hurts people to do that. And that's not who I was. I was a doctor before I was drafted. I did try. I went back, and Cordelia, your grandmother, had remarried. It had been a decade. I saw them through the bay window, happy and smiling. And I couldn't risk this spreading to them. I wasn't always as in control of it as I am now. And so I moved here, and I started.
I am so sorry. So wow. You had a whole family before you were turned.
Before I left, before I was drafted, I had a wife and a 3-year-old child. And that was your father. I didn't do much to be involved after that. I didn't want. This power is one of the most feared our kind can possess, and there's a reason for that. It changes you. It is not unlike the beast that dwells within us all. It has its own temptations. I made the choice that I had to ensure they would be safe.
Merritt will step up for a second, and for a moment we'll just look up at Thomas before she'll wrap her arms around him in a hug. And softly she'll speak. I'm sorry your life was taken from you. I know that sounds absolutely awful. I am glad I found you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different.
I am. He will, as he's saying this, squat down to his knees because she's tiny and put his forehead on her forehead. I am so sorry. I was not there to teach Connor to be a father for you. I don't know what happened in his life to make that happen. But I am so sorry that led to you being abandoned.
It's not your fault. There's nothing to apologize for. You did what you had to do to keep him safe. I could never fault you for that. You are one of the most loyal and most kind people I have ever met. You don't need to apologize for something you had very little control over.
I will always be here for you. I am not gone. I am not away. As long as you want this place whole, I am here for you.
For a second, Amorette, for the first time in ages, is going to use Auspec. And she is going to use an ear for lies.
No. 100%. He means that shit.
As she uses Auspecs, for a moment, the opal eyes, they glow. It's not subtle. She takes a second as the glow fades out and... You genuinely mean that?
Absolutely.
When we first got home from finding everything out, and when we got to the table and you went off to work on something, for a second, I thought that was it. For a second, I thought what we had found out meant that I wouldn't be able to stay. And even at the birthday party, which was the first actual birthday party I've ever had on my birthday. It was brilliant. It was amazing. It was better than I ever could have dreamed up. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was smiling. I've never had that before. I've never had people who liked me or who wanted to be around me enough to have fun in my company. And whatever the past is for me is irrelevant. Becoming what I am and meeting everyone here and meeting you, these have been the best 2 years of my life.
As long as I am master of this domain. As long as I hold this home, you're an O'Malley, and you are safe here. And may Cain have mercy on anyone who hurts you. You are my child. Of me, much more literally than that used to mean. I love you. You are a good child, and you deserve happiness. But I'm sorry that wasn't the case.
I love you too, grandfather.
Uppies.
Puppies.
Oh my
You know, after all of this, I can't help but laugh, at least a little bit, that out of every way we could have possibly met, it's once we have nothing we would need to hide from one another.
True. But I think we've probably had our share of tears for the evening. So, we should go find the ladies, have our breakfast. Let Silas know that you need a change of clothes. Like blood all over him.
Vampires cry blood tears.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fucking love the PSA. We need to change clothes cause blood.
By the way.
By the way, vampires cry blood. Just that makes it.
Oh, every time she's been crying, that's been horrifying.
I'm a red crown that it's only the real trauma tears that are blood. Cinematically
Every
appropriate.
time.
True trauma. Not bad feeling. Because otherwise, we're gonna have masquerade violations everywhere, okay? Retconned.
Anyway. They're heading out to get changed. Have breakfast. Dinner.
Breakfast.
Brenner.
Brenna.
Don't
Brett.
serenade me.
So the evening continues, the day continues, Wednesday continues. Ollie has been very distracted, and he comes to you guys with information on Thursday with what's going on. Amorette, in between spending time with Grandpapa over there, has been on her phone a decidedly large amount of time, texting back and forth with someone, occasionally blushing. Maybe many someones. There were many drag queens at the party.
Oh my word.
You never know.
Good lord.
Bellona has been Bellonaing because we have decided that is now a verb to emo
I'm
in
gonna
your
punch
leave
Philip
me
so hard.
alone vibes. And Lenore has been enjoying the graveyard's back population distinctly.
I'm sorry. Real quick, what did Blaine just say? Because it sounded like alien garble.
Oh, I do have one thing I need to do during the. I need to send a message to Sandy and ask her to look into getting permits to have the backyard, part of the backyard where we have the church set up as the patio, patio.
The patio. I will make sure
The
Sandy looks into that for you. The one thing that does happen though is that you do get an email from the Malkavian Primogen. It arrives with an attached file, and that attached file has certain documents in it. One of the thing is there are photos backdated to the point where cameras were invented of this Snake Man figure. The car was pulled out of a junkyard. The car was junked anonymously. The license plate is traced not to his business, but to the business that the mummy that you guys met told you about. Cannot remember the name right now. I will go double check it and have it for next session. And this guy is basically, with the evidence that the Malkavian Primogen tracked down, this guy is a mummy. There is some footage of him doing some things on a CCTV camera. It's a very short clip, raising up snakes out of sand to attack someone. And there's records of his business. He does import and export, some legal, some illegal. So the fact that he was parked outside on your street for almost 2 weeks is insane, because this is not a lackey kind of a guy. His current address is listed as a hotel in Washington. He hasn't got an official apartment building. And his other formal address, the most recent one, is based in New York. There is one more phrase that is on it. Give me 1 second. I will tell you what it is. Where is it? Sorry, give me 1 second. I've just got to pull it up quickly.
So, Trauma, how is everyone doing? Just
Oh, it's fun times. Give me 1 second. I'll give you the information in just now.
I will say, like,
It's
during
just
this
loading.
week, aside from like the researching she's doing, Bellona probably will ask Lenore for shooting lessons.
Lenore would absolutely take you up on shooting lessons. And one of Lenore's pastimes would have been definitely taking up space in the ballroom and just playing the cello.
Oh, wait! I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Lenore, would you like to ballroom dance with Bellona? She can dance both parts.
Yes, Lenore would love to ballroom dance.
Here he is. Okay, I'm gonna spell this for you afterwards, but the name that pops up is Wepawet Silent Strider. Wepawet. So that is the name that pops up as well. Attached to the email is just the file, delivery complete, agreement sealed. And if you try and respond to the email, you get a message back immediately, email address no longer exists, or this email address doesn't exist, message cannot be delivered.
Oh, he didn't want my thank you? I will print out this packet of information, a copy for everyone, and take it down to my office and collate it and stamp it. You've got, like, professional dossiers on this piece of shit now.
Uh-huh.
See, now we can go stab him. Now it's fine.
Bellona, you have managed with your research to narrow down things to changeling and fae. So from what the real world knows, you can figure out enough that you know that something to do with the fae. But for more than that, you are going to need specific laws. And with that, Friday the sun sets, the city comes alive, the nightlife of the city starts waking up, and we close our doors for the evening. And next week, you guys will open your eyes on Friday the 13th under a full moon and go to the Academy of, or the Guild of Stage Magicians to witness a show.
Lord.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be fine.
Sure. Fine.
I believe you.
We all believe you. This is the belief on our face. Let's see.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Probably.
Yep, probably.
It's just a magic show. That stuff's fake.
Okay, so I have decided who we are gonna raid, our lovely folks who are still here. Dice Cream Sandwich is having a ghostly one-shot, which means it doesn't matter if you've been following the story or not, it's still gonna make sense. I will say thank you everyone for being here. We do have podcast, YouTube, whatever you want to find us, VTM Endless Nights, or Night, depending on which media platform. Wait, I have a link tree.
Yes. There are Spotifys, there are Twitters, there are TikToks,
We
which
have
are getting videos developed.
things, guys. It's
there are YouTubes.
Very confusing
They
to me,
are
but we
so
have things.
They are so freaking efficient at making stuff.
You have all the information
These
there.
players are insanely talented. Like, so much talent in you
Follow
guys.
the tweeters for fun memes. Follow the YouTubes and the podcast to catch up on old episodes and really fun synopsi. And yeah, I think that's all we have. Thank you guys for being here.
We have the channel on your Discord.
Oh yes, if you're not in my Discord, please hop into the Discord. We have a channel specifically for throwing traumatizing images and pretty dresses. Yes. Thank you all for being here. We love you. Bye.